a Revelo used to, but since she's gotten into infectious disease as well as pediatrician, she had to put off anything now because she's so busy. But it just caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting. I'm like, what do you mean this is his last visit? She's like, well, it'll at least be his last physical or whatever. So you might start thinking of finding him a new and then I think on the 29th, reach out to him I was gonna say keep us posted. Keep see about that.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream of our match between Firelands United and FC Perrysburg. We are here at Rossford High School in what I believe is Perrysburg, Ohio. It's your boy Andrew Schwalik joining you for comms today. I'll be bringing you all of the action for this matchup. It is number 2 versus number 4. So a lot of good action to be had. We've already met FC Perrysburg once during our regular season. We did have a 3-0 victory at home, where they were a little short-sighted, didn't have a ton of subs, so we'll have to see what their roster looks like today, if they're able to bring some of their guys back, have them around since it is a home match for them. Should be a good matchup, a good day for some soccer as well. A little breezy, but nothing too crazy. Actually, I was looking around, I was trying to see the corner flags, if there was any wind blowing, but they actually do not have corner flags, so that could be a problem as the referees do their checks. There are 2 referees right now. We're waiting on a third. There is a third coming from a youth match, apparently from the area. So I'm sure as soon as he joins us, we'll be able to get underway. We still have 5 minutes until the actual kickoff time as it stands. This guy's still warming up on our sideline. Looks like FC Perrysburg having a team meeting, getting their game plan ironed out. This is my first time at Rossford High School. Quite the complex. I don't think that their school is actually at this athletic complex because it's actually deemed an athletic complex. We drove by one of the buildings here, and it is like a nice indoor turf surrounded by a track. Man, it'd be quite nice. I've heard the reason that they have all of these nice things, or at least one of the reasons, is there's a casino right next to it, or like in this general region of the school, apparently like 8 minutes down the road. So that helps in the fact that it brings in tax dollars for the school district. I guess that would make sense. Just a rumor I've been told, but man, they have quite the nice facilities. Not only just for soccer, but for all different sports. There's some baseball slash softball fields behind me as well, kind of just tucked in that way. Also very, very nice. Coming from my coaching career over at Terra State. And man, I'd love to have just a field like this on grass today. We do practice on grass, so hopefully that will allow us to kind of know what we're doing, able to play well on this grass. And actually, the grass on our field is fairly thick. It's just a park that has a number of different soccer fields, but then we play our games on turf. But this nice thick grass that we practice on, similar to this, much better upkept, a little bit thinner mode, which is nice, but still quite thick. To see how the boys play. I'm not sure where FC Perrysburg practices, so I'm not sure if they're on grass regularly or if they have turf. I know they were playing on turf before, so this is actually a new location for them. Had to switch up their home field. And we're staring right at the sun today, looking good. So at least you'll get a nice crisp view of the field. You guys are getting pulled in. Looks like we're still waiting on another referee. I'm going to take a gander around the camera real quick just to see. Looks like I don't see any referee trotting in quite yet. Grevo says, let's go. Grevo, good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. We appreciate you. I am curious to see what the referees will do if we do get to kickoff time, which is in 2 minutes. If we are going to roll with a 2-ref system until the third gets here, we'll have to find out. Getting our starter photo taken from our wonderful camera lady, Lillian K Photography. She does an awesome job. Best team photographer around. She does a lot of different stuff too, so not just sports, but she does a lot of portraits and individual sessions. So if you're in need of an awesome photographer, check her out. Lillian K Photography is her Instagram, so just give that a search. And then we tag her in all of the shots that she takes for us as well. So you can always head over to our Instagram, just at Firelands United, find a cool graphic that we design, find the people that are tagged, and she'll be right there. Now, there are ramifications for this match. So like I had mentioned, Perrysburg at the bottom of the table with the 4 spot, and we are sitting in second, 1 point behind AC Elite. So we are sitting on 6, they're on 7. We both play our games concurrently right now, so they're about to kick off as well, same time as our match. So if we win this match and AC Elite either draws or loses, we'll be sitting at the top of the table. So an important matchup for all teams concerned. Perrysburg still looking for their first win. We're sitting with a 2-1 record ourselves. Now getting a nice team photo. Beautiful day for it. Slightly overcast now with the cloud. I wish that cloud would stay there. It's just one cloud hanging out. But you can see, look at that. Look at those clouds behind me. Little Toy Story cloud action. Can't beat it today. Let's see what our temperature looks like. Just around 70 degrees. A little breeze. Gerva says, come on, big game today. Top of the table, here we come. Yes, that's what we're hoping for. The boys are up for it. We've got most of our roster here. I think we're just missing one player. We have a 21-man roster, and we are just missing one of them, which we have not had a full roster together at a game quite yet, because all these games are happening, some midweek games, some on weekends, and all these guys are working, so they have different schedules that they need to manage and maintain. So that's why we've not been able to have a full roster together quite yet. All right, so kickoff time is technically right now. Still waiting on that referee. I'm going to take another gander around our camera. Don't see him pulling into the parking lot quite yet. Hopefully soon. So Perrysburg will be in their white kits. Black shorts, black socks will be in our all blacks today. All black and then orange accent. Not gonna lie to you, I'm a fan of our jerseys. Designed by yours truly. And if you want to get one for yourself, we will have a merch shop coming very soon. I'm actually coding that myself on our website, so it's taking me a little bit longer than I anticipated because I don't necessarily know how to code, but I'm learning as I go. So we'll have a merch shop up very shortly. You can get merch to your heart's desire. We'll have a number of different things. So not only will you be able to buy our home jerseys, which are the white and orange, our black jerseys, which are the black with the orange accents, and our blue keeper kits. We'll also have a third, I guess a second technically, keeper kit as well. And then I'm working on a third, like, alternate jersey. So we got a lot of good stuff coming. And then on top of that, we'll have t-shirts, we'll have practice shirts that the guys actually wear that you can order as well. And we'll have some like one-off merch. So like cool, unique pieces that you can buy as well. Add to your Firelands collection, start a collection, or just rep the gear to support the squad. And then we'll have stuff like this. So like it's just like a nice little rain/windbreaker jacket. We'll have things of that nature too. And then we'll have some like fun t-shirts with different sayings and some different designs on as well. So stay tuned for that. Of course, Once I fully get that up and live, we'll be publishing that on our website, and then I'll share it across social media, so you'll be able to see those things as well. And like I said, those one-off things, like we'll have a short supply, so maybe 1, 2, 3 total in stock. So if you are so inclined, you'll have to hop on there and make sure you snag that deal in time. So referees are still having a conversation as we are 3 minutes now past kickoff time, which was 6:30. They're stretching out. Take another gander, see if we have our third referee sprinting in. I still don't see him. So hopefully we're able to get underway shortly. Grebo says, will it go international? Absolutely. We can set up an international shipping process as well. I've never shipped international before, but we can absolutely figure that out. So if you want to rep us abroad, which we would greatly appreciate, and then if you do, which I'll figure out shipping international for sure, so no doubt about that. Then if you do want to snag a piece of gear for yourself, I love it if you would like snag a selfie or something like that, and then I'd love to put you on our Instagram if you're down for that. Show our awesome fans, hype them up, show them on our Instagram. So looks like both teams are in huddles, but the referees are making their way onto the pitch. One does have a flag in his hand, so that means he will be a line judge, so that must mean that a third is coming shortly, because if they were going to try to run a two-man system, which I'm not a fan of at this level, should not happen. Granted, we have a referee shortage, which I understand that is a problem and tough, and just, man, being a referee, that is a tough job. I do not envy that at all. That is 1,000% tougher than coaching. So if you are a referee, thank you for what you do. So we appreciate you. But so that one ref does go out to be a line judge. The other is kind of hanging out toward the middle-ish, so we'll have to see what's going on. Greville says, oh, I'm down. I need a Firelands top. Yes, you do, man. We'll make it happen. So Firelands do break, so I'm going to flip the camera around so that we can see what's going on the pitch. I still don't think we're ready to get underway quite yet. Hopefully we'll see another referee trotting on, but actually it looks like it will be, unfortunately, a two-man referee system to get things started at least, because now the sideline referee put his flag down, so hopefully we'll have a third joining us shortly, but I'm thinking we're going to get underway with a two-man system. So let's flip you around and get to the action. So here we are. You see the beautiful sunny day. Nice evening here in northwestern Ohio. So I'm going to get us set up. I'm going to adjust the tripod just a bit, so hang tight, hold on. Trying to get you the best angle we can. A stand of sorts. And here we go. Get our tripod adjusted. Good. I got to make sure I follow the game and don't get distracted by the game itself, which happens often because I just like watching soccer and, of course, the Firelands boys. But now we're underway, so FC Perrysburg gets us underway with the kickoff. Going from right to left on your screen in the white tops, black shorts. Firelands United going from left to right on your screen in the all blacks with the orange highlights. So you kind of see the two-man system of refereeing. So one on the far sideline by the benches and one more toward us. Big switch from Perrysburg. Trying to send his winger, or one of his forwards, down this near sideline. Does go out for a Firelands throw. Sorry, I'm already getting distracted by the game. Grant takes the throw. Goes back to Colin Beeler. In net, I'll run you through our starters quickly. Colin Beeler in net, center back pairing of Captain Grant Miller along with Connor Hogger. Outside backs, Noah Clapsaddle and Yoni Morales. And then in midfield, Chris Heidel. Ball through. Hogger will get there, tries to send it through the middle, but takes a deflection and turned outside by Clapsaddle. We'll just send it away. Firelands will get set. Kelly Tito is in the midfield as well. Alex Davidson, man of the match winner from our last match. Kevin Alejandro on the left side. That rounds out our midfield, and we have two strikers up top today. We have John Slay and Golden Boot leader as it stands, Reggie Johnson with 3. Challenge in the middle. Heidel sends it away. Alejandro, good touchdown. Gets it to a Tito. Maybe trying to break. Good touch from Alejandro. Now sends it. Looking for Reggie. Reggie has the pace to really beat anyone on the pitch anywhere. Still cutting through. Has a strike and just goes wide. Good first spark for Firelands. Getting a shot going toward goal. That's what we like to see. Reggie Johnson already creating that spark and that magic for Firelands up front. We'll have to see how high of a line FC Perrysburg play, because they know at this point that we do have the speed with Johnson. How will they combat that? Will they try to play a little bit deeper? Time will tell. Flicked on, but Heidel wins. Has space, now sends it through for Johnson. Johnson touching, has the space, keeps the ball in play. Sends it back, and then, oh, you see Alejandro kind of falling down, just taking a chunk out of the grass. Heidel stays with it. It'll go out for a Firelands throw. Heidel will send it back so we can reset. Intercepted, out for a Firelands throw. I'm actually going to try to set my watch. Finally. So let's say we're about 2 minutes in. Clap Saddle will take the throw. Has a decently long throw on him, and John flicks it on. Keeper coming out for it, and keeper comes out, but taken away. Looks like he wouldn't have got there on time, so probably a good decision from Perrysburg defense. Perrysburg trying to build something. Nice touch from number 5. Wow, good stuff from him. And now intercepted by a Tito. Oh, tries to send across like a skipping ball, diagonal run for Johnson. Not the worst idea, just didn't come off for him. And Tito hustling back. Almost winning. Perrysburg still maintain. 38 with a big switch, but it's found by Alejandro. Alejandro maybe thought about a shot. Now will strike one. Does take a deflection. Alejandro still with it. We'll send it through for Davidson. Davidson is onside. Strikes it low and hard, and a big save. Important for Perrysburg. That was on frame. Firelands United looking good off the jump. Now Perrysburg do have some numbers and some space to go. Just kicking over top. That will go out for a Firelands throw. Gravos is looking strong. I absolutely agree. Great start from the lads. Decent throw from Morales. Lengthwise, but Perrysburg do win out. Sending it through, touched away by Clapsaddle right to Davidson. Good touchdown. Davidson has space to go. Maybe thinks about sending it through and does. Johnson just takes a skip behind him. He still has it. Now cutting across, still has space on the left. Takes a strike. John is there. And a good save from the keeper. Brave goalkeeping, as it looks like Slay was onside. Another good opportunity for Firelands. Great pick out from Davidson. Now Heidel working in the midfield. Dipping and diving and dodging defenders. Gets it to Davidson. Davidson cutting inside, trying to get past one, but intercepted. I think that was number 14 with a good challenge. Davidson, lovely challenge, hustling back. And now gets taken down. Referee apparently says that's not a foul. Ball goes over the top. Good composure. Good composure from a few of us. Hogger back to Beeler, and then Beeler out with a good first touch to Clap Saddle. Now we're building on the far side. Ball over the top, maybe looking for Slay. Still two referee system. Number 3 looking long. Morales will just touch it down. And Alejandro is there. We're just intercepted by number 5. Ball does roll a bit slower on this thick grass. A big switch. Probably looking for number 11. That will go out for a Firelands throw. Big swing to Morales. Morales is looking for Johnson. Johnson, lovely touchdown. And they're sent through for Johnson by Slay. Johnson touching, trying to get around the defender. Good shielding by the center back. Maybe that's the right back, number 3, but Johnson still applying pressure and wins the ball and then gets shoved down. Good stuff from Johnson. That's the hustle you love. So will be a free kick for Firelands, kind of around the corner area. So we'll probably treat this as a corner kick. Yeah, sending up our bigger gentleman that can jump, head the ball home. Grant Miller, one of those. Getting ready for the free kick. Heidel will take. Heidel swings it into the box, just doesn't beat the first man. And now there is an opportunity for FC Perrysburg to break. Davidson hustling back and just mishit pass there. Clapsaddle will take, and Davidson, nice little pump fake. Miller, Tito. A nice pass out to Clapsaddle. Good touch into space. Just maybe a little too much. And then Bacchio ends up working out, takes a deflection, but go out for a throw. And number 11, you see, just kind of slipping. It looks like this grass, I don't know if it's wet or a little loose. Lovely touch from Alejandro. But we've had a couple players slipping already. Harder trying to swing it outside, looking for his Terra State teammate, Morales. Just results in a Perrysburg throw. And ball over the top. Easy in the end for Beeler. Beeler looking for Johnson. Intercepted by 7. Now good hold up play. Good touch from number 2. Trying to send number 5 into space. 5 maintains. And touch through. And a dangerous ball and a big diving challenge. And referee says no foul. So Beeler, important diving save. Doesn't end up holding on to it, but knocks the ball away enough and then able to be sent out. So good stuff from Beeler. Just take the man out as well. Referee said no foul. And we do have 3 refs now on the pitch. And now Perrysburg has a shot. Good save from Beeler. I don't know what's more exciting, that save from Beeler or finally having 3 refs. So we do have 2 gentlemen with the flags on the sidelines and a center referee. Greville says, why are there 3 refs? Stoked, finally. And John gets nudged in the back and the front. So free kick taken quickly, looking for Johnson. Greville says, oh, why did we have 2 on the pitch at one point? Yeah, oh, and a good turn from Slay. Looks like that will be out, but kept in and tried to send it in for Davidson. Good hands from the keeper. But we had 2 at one point because we were missing our 3rd one who was supposed to be here, but he was coming from a youth match apparently because it was tough to find a 3rd. But they wanted to at least start us around kickoff time, so they started with a 2 referee system where you have just 2 on the field, and now thankfully we have our 2 ARs and a center ref. Intercepted by Heidel in the middle, sending Slay and maybe Johnson. Girl says, God, we look good. Yes, we do. We're looking sharp in our kits. I would say our passing could be a little more concise, a little tighter. Still working into the game. We're about 10 minutes in, still scoreless. A couple decent chances for both sides. Ball looking through, nice challenge from Miller. Alejandro, back to Heidel. Heidel trying to send it over the top, takes a deflection, and now sent over. And good shielding from Captain Miller. We'll roll back to Beeler. Beeler sending it up, looking for maybe Davidson. Davidson still trying to get the ball. Good stuff from Davidson. Poked away by Alex Davidson. Heidel maintains possession, sending it back to our center backs. I'm not just watching the game here. I'm turning the tripod. I got it, I promise. Tito trying to turn, gets around one man. And just riding the challenge. Now sending it through, looking for Slay. Davidson hustling back. And Hogger will just send it away. Lovely touch from Johnson. Sending it through to Slay. Slay is onside. Slay has a strike, and it goes just past the right post of the keeper. Slay was onside. Unfortunately, snuffs the shot. Another great opportunity for Firelands that keeps our scores level, 0-0. The unfortunate part about having a track around a soccer field, you miss a shot, that ball rolls for days. Looks like we only have one main soccer ball we're using today. Greville says goal is coming. I'm hoping so. Davidson heads it down nicely into the path of Slay. Slay turning into space. Sends it into the box, touched away by the center back. Important clearance. We did have help arriving. Oh, good throw into Atito. Atito is there. Maybe thought about a shot. Now has a strike, goes across the box. I think that was a shot in the end, but just going across the face of goal. Another dangerous sequence for Firelands. Hoping this pressure will eventually lead to a goal. Tito tackles and sends it away, so it'll be another Perrysburg throw. Slight breeze is coming at us now. And tough to know in that corner where that corner is without a corner flag. So I'll do my best to see what the referee judges when it happens to be right in that corner. And sent down, nice ball. Ooh, just a misplaced touch. Heidel can turn. Alejandro trying to find Johnson. And yeah, maybe would not have been a foul if he didn't have the hands extended, but the hands were extended into the back of the Perrysburg player. It does go down, so free kick. Perrysburg went out. Still looking for an attack. Perrysburg, a nice spell of possession, working the ball around the pitch a bit. Trying to build a little confidence. Touched in, but Heidel will send it away. Good defending from Chris Heidel. Perrysburg throw. Throw into the box and a missed clearance, but now sent away by our captain. And now Slay with some reinforcement. Looks like it is a 3-on-2. Will we be able to capitalize? Sent in, looking for Alex Davidson. Just can't find him, and Slay still is there. Applies the pressure, wins out in the corner, and a little move sends him down. Tries to send it into the box, and it will go out for a corner kick for Firelands. Dangerous opportunity, but on a 3-on-2, you'd like to at least see a goal or a shot on goal. At least test the keeper, get something out of it in the end. We'll settle for a corner, which I think you can see just around this pillar we have up here. Chris Heidel sends the ball into the box. A dangerous one. Who is there? Johnson rising for it. It'll go out for a goal kick. Good ball into the box. Johnson there trying to add to his tally. And won by Chris Heidel. He is everywhere on the pitch. Sent up by Miller, looking for Davidson, just a little too juicy. If there's anyone to kick a ball too hard, definitely Miller. He's just got a cannon of a foot. Good passing. Some good touches, and Perrysburg's still here with it. Number 2 looking. Striker touches it out, but Alejandro sends it away for now. It'll come back at us. Sent through. Sent away by Hager. Takes a deflection, so still bumbling around. Number 5 has looked strong so far for Perrysburg. Oh, just a little miscommunication from Perrysburg in that situation. Sent away. Still stays with Perrysburg. Sent up to the striker, brought down by number 10 and 2. Good combination from them. I'm not sure if that ended up trying to be a strike or that was kind of a ball over the top. Took a deflection either way. So Beeler is there. Looking for Alejandro. Great ball to him. Great touch to Johnson as well. Heidel with the fancy footwork. Sending it out for Morales, who will keep it in play. Morales with an overlap, and lovely play from Firelands. Morales does get there, sends it over to Johnson. Maybe you're thinking about a strike. Johnson ends up getting it to Davidson. Davidson, you tried a little flip-flap. Perrysburg will send it away, but only temporarily. And we'll send it out for a throw. Looks like we do have a substitution coming in. Might be a double change for Perrysburg. 21 and 5 coming out. They do have another short bench yet again with just 2 players available for substitution, as we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with our keeper. Kelly, I wouldn't mind a shot from there. He can hit one. When Johnson trying to get it back to him. And too much space and time for that Perrysburg player to run through. I'd like to see that close down a little bit faster. Tito is there, and Tito looks like he will be offside. Referee finally turns and sees his AR, so offside by Tito. Free kick for Perrysburg. Fun fact about our captain, in our last practice, actually last couple practices, he was playing in a more advanced position in some of our small-sided action, and he was striking the ball quite cleanly. Just trying to convince our coaching staff to put him up top, at least for a little bit. We'll have to see if that comes true or not. Coach George does say you need to stay in your center back role, and does a great job in that center back position. I wouldn't mind seeing him up top. Let's see what we got going on. However, let's make sure we have the game in the bag first. Or maybe, hey, we need to put him up top to get the game in the bag. Who knows? Only the coaching staff knows. And FC Perrysburg coming back again with another attack. And number 14 is there, has a strike, and was just leaning back when he struck the ball. So it's sailing over the keeper and the goal. Perrysburg definitely working their way into this match more, having a bit more possession now, and starting to have a little threat on our goal. We're about 20 minutes in, just under that. Beeler had to chase that ball down. Miller sends us up. Good flick from Atito. Ooh, almost finding Slay. Miller sends it the other way. Slay flicking it back. Johnson is there. Lovely work between those two. Johnson trying to release it, just couldn't find the footing to be able to get the pass, as he did have two players on him. Looking long. Number 11 is there, heads it down. And good keeping from Colin Beeler. Off his line, reads it well. Now distributes to Davidson. Sent up to Atito. Atito with little space. Grebos to safe hands indeed. Touches his hands, he's good. And now ball over the top. Johnson almost gets there. Flicked out for a Perrysburg throw. I mean, I cannot complain. We have two stellar keepers this season in Beeler and Avers. 10 trying to get around Miller, and Miller with a sliding challenge. Lovely tackle. And you can't hear it from here probably with the headphones in, but our captain is trying to rally the troops, saying it's not good enough. And I tend to agree with that. Our passing is just looking a little sloppy, not moving the ball fast enough. The rate of play, when I talk to my players in Terra, the rate of play needs to be quick. When you're playing at a collegiate level and a level like this, you have to pass and move, make your decisions fast. Sent away by Hogger. Still comes back. Perrysburg working some good possession. Morales, lovely defending, using his body. Grover says, yeah, keep the tempo high. I agree. We have the players to do that as well. One of them, Johnson, trying to get around his man, and does. Still with possession. Looks for the big switch for Davidson, who will be onside. And keeps it in play. Good hustle to Slay. Slay tried to get it to Davidson. You saw him looking, but just the grass with a tough touch. And a quick shot from Johnson. Takes a deflection. Slay will get it down. Slay sending it to Davidson. Davidson cutting in and across. Still has it. Fancy footwork, has a strike. Hits either Slay or defender. Still with Heidel now. Heidel will have a strike on goal. It was a big strike just right at the keeper. Good attempt. Good safe hands. This is good play, good play. It was. Nice sequence from the lands. Just a misplaced pass. It will be a throw for FUFC. Gross says, what's with the pitch? The ball looks like it doesn't want to roll. Yeah, the grass is really thick, so it's very slow. The ball definitely gets caught up in that, which is unfortunate. Nice quick throw. Oh, and wow, almost a lovely turn, and it was indeed from Slay. Slay using his body, looking for assistance. Does tumble, but stays up. Davidson has it outside of the foot shot, and important save from the keeper. Davidson almost there again. Great to follow it up. Good keeping from this man in the blue shirt today. Actually, both of our keepers wearing blue. Good interception from Hogger, and oh, some type of foul given to Perrysburg. Not sure about that one. I would say I'd love to mow this grass a little thinner. If you could mow it down just a bit, I think it'd be a pretty nice pitch. The ball would skip and roll quite nicely. Perrysburg sending it up into the box. Morales heads away. Alejandro brings it down, maintains the possession, turning and looking, sending a big switch to Atito, who has space. Cyber Insanity says, Reggie Johnson for Golden Boot. Absolutely right. Let's go, Johnson. I want to see him bag a couple more today increase that lead. He is currently Golden Boot winner. I guess I should say leader. He has 3 goals, leading the charts. And Chris Heidel also on there with 2 goals of his own. I think holding down second place, tied for second with, I think, 2 Valentis players. And the Perrysburg player having to jump over the fence. It's just out of the screen from what you can see. But yeah, just not enough game balls, it looks like. Number 38 looking for options. Just tries to go long. Clap saddle will send it the other way. Heidel gets there, trying to release one of our players now. Morales driving down. Alejandro back to Morales. Lovely give and go. Morales is still fighting through a challenge. Doesn't end up losing out, but Johnson finds himself with the ball. Thought about a shot. Does get challenged nicely by, not sure if it was a defensive mid or center back. Good tackle. Hopefully Johnson is okay. Looks like he is all right, just hobbling a little bit. Sent long for number 11. Jay Shepard says, agreed, Reggie Johnson's too good. I agree. Man, I'm just so glad he's wearing the black and orange. Heck of a player. And then Tito gets around his man now, sends it to Heidel. Heidel sending it out to Davidson. It is a 3-on-3 scenario. Slay gets there, gets the touch, trying to shield off number 7. Number 7 will poke it away. And it is still in play. Referee did not have the best of you. You think he would be down there to see if that went out or not. Sends it into the middle. Clapsettle wins out, but bounces kind of over top. Good stuff from Miller. Ball does go out of play, so it will be a Perrysburg throw. Some substitutions coming in. Looks like we have 3 coming in for Firelands. 1 for Perrysburg. We have Jonah Main making his way onto the pitch. Luis Alvarado. And then we also have Blake Kubisak. 25 minutes in. Just past that. So maybe about 15 minutes or so left in this first half. Score is still 0-0. A lot of good chances for Firelands. Just haven't been able to put anything in the back of the net quite yet. Nice touch from number 5, but even better challenge from Noah Clapsaddle. Sends it out for a throw. Maybe a long throw. It is into the box, trying to be headed on, and eventually just bounces to the keeper. Beeler looking for a quick outlet, a big throw, looking for Johnson. And there is a shove on Johnson. But honestly, 2 of our players almost ran into each other. Need a little bit of better communication. Miller props the ball up. Our Iron Man. Johnson bringing down for Maine. Now out to Kubisak. Sorry, getting a little crazy with the tripod. Kubisak sending a ball across. Now can FC Perrysburg counter? Not with Davidson there, hustling back, winning the ball. But good challenge from that Perrysburg player. Good shielding from Heidel. That'll roll out for a throw-in. Sideline referee was unsure, so it's a Firelands throw off of a Perrysburg player. Substitution coming in. Morales getting a break. Cohen Steinmetz coming in down the left back spot. We're also getting a substitution for Perrysburg. Hopsaddle sending it up, looking for Luis. And just sent out, I think, just a missed pass. back, holding on to possession through Heidel with some wind happening. And number 14 takes the deflection. It spins and stays in on the pitch. Flicked back nicely. Nice little turn by number 5. Decent press happening right now from Firelands. And we do win out with the ball. And Heidel doing some good work. Now sending an early ball into Johnson, just a little bit too far. Had to be sent away by number 9. That should be corner kick. My eyes do not deceive me. It looks like it will be. Another corner kick for Firelands. We've been knocking on the door all first half. Can we finally seal the deal? We're still sitting at 0-0. Referee says it's a throw-in. No chance that's a throw-in. Oh my goodness. That was absolutely a corner kick. You have got to be kidding me. That is the problem. When you don't have a proper pitch, you don't have corner flags available, mistakes like that happen. Perrysburg taking a quick throw. And a ball sent through from number 17. He should be onside, but Hogger gets there and sends it away. Good stuff. Still cannot believe we did not get that corner. Pretty frustrating. You have enough organizational capacity. If you know you're going to be at a new field, bring corner flags with you. It's disappointing how some clubs don't run as professionally as they should be. Perrysburg taking the throw, maybe thinking long. Decides to go short. Nice ball sent through number 17, sending it into the box. It will go high and wide over the goal. About 12 minutes or so probably left in this first half. We'll have some added time. Probably not a ton. No real injuries or big stoppages, thankfully. Beeler sends us up. Gets caught a little bit in the wind. Perrysburg went out. Kubisak, good pressure. Sending it through. Johnson is onside. When sent away by number 7. Good defensive work. Because you can't get Johnson on the ball and running with it, because if he's able to reach speed, no one's catching him. Kubisak takes it quick and then headed out by number 9. Johnson now to take the throw. Heidel trying to send a ball in. Looks like it just doesn't get the right connection. It'll be sent out for a Firelands throw. Kubisak has quite the throw on him. And sent over to the other side. Big switch to Clapsaddle. Clapsaddle sending the ball through, looking for Kubisak. Kubisak gets ahead on it. Just not enough power. Soccer Center GK says score. Score still 0-0. About 10 minutes left in this first half. Hogger tries to win out, but Perrysburg challenging, winning, driving. We have a lot of Firelands players back, so that is good. Sends the ball in too, flicks it through. Hogger tries to head away. Clapsaddle heads down and then sends up. Good block. Clapsaddle there again, now sends it to Davidson. Davidson, nice little fake. Gets it to Maine with space. Now back to Davidson. It is a 3-on-3 scenario. Big touch from Davidson and just sent out. Good challenge by number 3. Stops the counter. Soccer Center GK says, thank you, sir. Absolutely, my pleasure. If you are in the comments, you have questions, you want to know the score, want to cheer on the Lands, let me know. Hit it in there. We'll be interacting all stream long. Need a question about or a clarification about a certain referee decision. I'll give you my best to describe that. Ball over the top. Looking for number 21. Importantly, flicked up by Clapsaddle. And Miller Tries to find Heidel. It'll still come back at us. Step to the ball. Don't let him think about it. Don't let him watch. Make him make a quick decision. Now number 17 cutting through our midfield. Heidel is there to intercept. Perrysburg still possessing, still trying to build something. Good chunk of possession for the white shirts today. Number 7 looking over the top, headed away by Miller. Clapsaddle is going to try to get there and just out of his reach. Perrysburg thought about the quick throw. Oh, and sent up. And you see the Perrysburg player knew it was going out, so decided to stop it with his hands, which I guess I appreciate, but then that is a free kick for us. Davidson sends it long, headed outside by one of the center backs, 38. Nice touch to bring it down. Now sent back again. A little bit of kickball going on. Good stuff from Davidson to win. Clapsaddle will send it up, looking for our striker, but intercepted in the middle of the park. Davidson, a good challenge. Tries to do a quick outlet. Main, good shielding. We'll just send it wide. Clapsaddle gets there, just sending it up. Now touched. I was going to say out, but stays in. 14, looking for a big switch to number 8. Decent idea, and with the thick grass, doesn't get there. Ball stays in play. Sent into number 21. How's the hold-up play? Decent turn. Beeler is there. Good opportunity from Perrysburg. Looking like the stronger team in the last 6-7 minutes or so. We're approaching the 40th minute. Now, Steinmetz sends it through for Johnson. A good ball. Still trying to get through. Center back sends it up into the sky. Davidson will get, but 5 intercepts. Actually, I think that was Kubasek that sent that ball through and does get knocked down. Perrysburg player does, so it'll be a free kick. Number 7 sends it long. Flicked on, but no one is there other than Beeler. Easy save. Beeler looking for Luis. Luis, lovely hustle to go back and get it. Oh, and Davidson ends up winning out with it. Heidel sending it over the top, looking for Johnson. It does fall. And Johnson just tried to cut off the pass instead of seeing going down. A nice interception and touchdown from Maine. Kubasek sending it over the top. Luis has space. Maybe thought about a first-time strike. Looking for options. Sends it wide. Davidson thinking about a cross. Little fake. Now gets it in. Sends it in the box. I think it just gets caught in the grass a little bit. It'll go out for a throw. Sent into Kubasek, but touched away by Perrysburg. Looking down the line. Little flick. Tries to find the striker. That's a tough ball, but intercepted nicely. Touchdown by Alvarado. Sent in. Oh, and almost looking for Johnson. Bounces for Alvarado. Alvarado gets there. Great save. Johnson's there. Johnson touches it in the back of the net. Goal for Firelands United. Johnson adds to his tally. Now 4 on the season, and that gives us the lead. 1-0 Firelands lead here at FC Perrysburg. Good sequence of play, and that's more of just an effort goal than anything. Following the chances, staying up, applying the pressure, and you get the reward. That is Reggie Johnson giving us that 1-0 lead. Certainly could have been anybody's first goal. Both teams have had a lot of attacking chances overall. I would say Firelands have had more of the opportunities in the 18. Hopefully that will stick up, but Perrysburg really has worked their way into this game, having a good spell of possession. Just nothing hardcore in the final third, but that one by Johnson was a little bit against the run of play. Johnson now applying some pressure, almost getting there. and does force the turnover. Alvarado wins out. Louise looking, turning, spinning. Caitlin Patton says, nice, Reggie. Yes, it was. Oh, and I don't know about that from Kubasek, using his body to get the ball. Does kind of tackle the man as well. Didn't really go through the man on that one. I guess that could go either way. Substitution coming in for Perrysburg. Probably about 5 minutes left or so in this match, which now is a 1-0 ball game. Firelands United lead. Sent down, touched through by Steinmetz. Heidel, lovely step. Great defensive footwork. Davidson sending it up, looking for Johnson, headed away by the center back. Maine approaching, but now Perrysburg trying to maybe build something of their own. Sending it across, 21 will have it, trying to turn our tripod. Decent hold-up play. Miller is there, going up from his center back spot. Good stuff. Great win from the captain. Now we'll swing it. Miller can drive, has space to do it. Sends a ball over the top. Johnson gets a great touch to bring it down. Curling. Oh, and tries to send it through, looking for Davidson. And now the counter is on for Perrysburg. Could be a 5-on-3 scenario, but they go over the top. Maybe not the best option. And Beeler will get off of the deflection, take the ball. But if I'm coaching Perrysburg in that situation, I want you to carry the ball longer and build that 5-on-4 and try to get an opportunity out of it instead of just kicking over the top. Granted, they do have a small bench, so you will think that their legs are probably a bit more tired. Nice flick from a Perrysburg player. Steinmetz trying to turn with it. We'll just send it down the line. Good defending. That's the right decision. Kubasek. Throw. Finds Johnson. Johnson brings it down. Poked away. Kubasek trying to get there. Number 11 driving. But Hogger. Oh, a nice little touch from Hogger. And just sent away up to our strikers by Steinmetz, but center back for Perrysburg wins out. 17. Not a whole lot of help for him. They'll swing it the other way. Maine. Solid defending. 7. Swings it wide to number 9. And now poked by Davidson. Now Maine sends it to Johnson. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Johnson sends it over to Luis Alvarado. Touches, has a strike or goes across and can't get anything on frame. That one hurts a lot. A 2-on-1 scenario, you got to put something at least on frame. Oh, boys. Looks like we're right at halftime. Let's see what the referee says. And it looks like, indeed, that is halftime. Could have been a great scenario for us to go up 2 right before the half, which is what happened against Perrysburg in our last matchup, but not meant to be on this one. So at halftime, it is 1-0. Firelands United lead. And actually, what I'm going to go do is run down, have a conversation with our referees, see if we can at least get some freaking cones on the corners. My goodness. So I will see you in about 10 or 15 minutes for our second half. Great opportunity. Get some snacks, get some drinks, chill on the couch, and we'll be right back with you for our second half.
Why did that bench just
Dude, what's up, man? I thought I saw you. How are you?
Are you doing the chair camp again this year?
I am. Yeah, you be there? Yep. Good stuff. Dude. Actually, I'm working on the graphics now, so I'll be pushing out. It's like late July. Okay, sick, dude. Well, I'll see you there, man. Good stuff.
You're on babysitting, dude.
All right, fam, we're back. I am out of breath. I ran across the pitch. We've got cones on the corners. You're welcome. That was my workout for the day. Holy smokes. And John Slay will get us underway for our second half. Firelands United up 1-0. Really, still anybody's game. So halftime, we have switch sides. You'll see Perrysburg going from left to right on your screen currently with possession. Firelands United in the all blacks with orange accents going from right to left on your screen. Guess I should say attacking from right to left on your screen. And I don't know about that. That's more of a weight room issue for me. Used his body appropriately, got between the ball and the man. 50-50 ball for sure. Don't love that. Number 8 for Perrysburg to take. Dangerous area. Certainly can flick a ball in from here. You wouldn't think a shot is coming in, and I think that was a shot. Goes high and very wide. We do have a keeper substitution. Not sure if that's due to an injury or just a planned substitution. We have Beeler now on the sideline, and Mr. Luke Avers is in net. Beeler made a decent amount of saves. Nothing too crazy to start. Gribble says he's playing the wrong football. Yes, he is. Hogger keeps the ball in play. Getting some good pressure on him. It sends it back into the middle. Dangerous ball. We don't love to see that. Thankfully, Atito is there. I'd rather that just be sent out for a throw. Good ball to Atito. Atito, big touch, but still wins out. Good strength. And will now send it through. Looking for one of our players who is there, and it was touched through by Johnson. Does get the shot off. Goalkeeper is there. That would have been on frame. Alejandro hustling back. Love to see the effort there. When 8, yeah, you see it again. 8 just slipping on this grass. Johnson, good touchdown. Can go one-on-one. I'd love to see it. Take him on. Now sends a great ball into Slay. Slay can do something. John touches down. And that should be a corner kick, it looks like. No. Looks like it will be a goal kick. John doesn't say anything about that, so it looks like it will be, rightfully so, a goal kick. Just too big of a touch there as he's trying to get around that defender. Another little fun fact for you, Mr. John Slay has a roommate that plays on FC Perrysburg team, so pretty cool connection. Love to see friends off the pitch, but then enemies on. It's always a fun time. We've all been there. Swing over to Davidson, just not enough juice. But Heidel wins out. Now Johnson can turn. Getting a little shifty. Finding space. Has a strike. Ooh, and a decent shot. Just not enough curl on that bad boy. Does go wide left of the goalkeeper's post, but not too far away. Firelands looking good to start this second half. A lot of energy, a lot of pep in those steps. And Reggie looking for more. Still leading the Golden Boot race, adding to his tally. Now 4 goals to the good for Mr. Johnson. Perrysburg keeper sends it into the sky. You know what I forgot to do again? Set my watch. I think I was too concerned about making it up the stairs after all that running. Oh, and a good sequence of passing from Perrysburg. Gets it into 2, who had some space to drive. Good step from Hogger. Still stays with Perrysburg, and number 2 has a strike, and fairly easy for Avers in the end. We'll adjust our timer here. Sent up looking for Reg, and Morales wins out. And I'd take the free kick, as you saw the hands on Morales. It's just a throw-in for Perrysburg. Throw-in happening right below us. Swung by Perrysburg, number 3. Oh, no, but intercepted by Davidson, and now Slay could be off to the races. Touching around number 7, big touch, it is John Slay. John Slay just hits it wide of the post. Oh, boys, our finishing needs a little work. We've had the opportunities. We've done the hard part. We've gotten those shooting chances in high expected goal positions. Just cannot put it into the back of the net. Coach, put me in. Some good talking I can hear from here. Into Atito. Trying to touch it around. His man still stays with it. Good stuff. Good communication there as well. Good work. Good possession from Firelands. And now sent it up to Davidson, who tries to get there. Does keep it in play. Now it finds Slay, and Slay. Oh, just a awkward touch. Can't get it out. And Morales touches it down. Alejandro, ooh, a nice little turn. Sends his man the other way. Goes to Reggie, the goal scorer. Thinking about a strike. He has a curler. Has the power to do it from there. Just leaning back. So sends it high above the goal. 1-0 is still our score. As we're maybe about 5 minutes or so into the second half, Firelands United lead. Our goalkeepers are getting workouts today. We've had a lot of shots go high or wide of their goals, and without much of a backstop, they got to hustle out there to get the ball to restart play. Hey, and that's why you got to have fit goalkeepers as well. That's why I have all my goalkeepers do fitness in preseason too. Headed down by a Firelands player, but unable to get the second ball. Good touch from 21, finds number 2, sends it, tries to go through. Miller intercepts, now looking for Alejandro. Good touch down, Alejandro to Kelly. Itito to Davidson. Slay. Through to Davidson. Davidson can be dangerous one-on-one himself. Oh, tries to cut in. Good challenge from number 3. And a good outlet as well. Big swing from Perrysburg, but it only finds Alejandro, who could go one-on-one himself. And tries to swing it in, maybe looking for something over the top, just doesn't come off. And now sent down for 21, but Hager should be there. We'll send it back to Avers. When Avers gives up the ball to 21 and off of the goal line, absolutely amazing hustle from our captain to touch it around the goal. Almost a free goal for Perrysburg of our own making. Avers tries to play the ball through, just doesn't get enough power on it, and plus the grass just sends it right to 21, who does have a strike, but thank goodness for our Iron Man captain doing his duty, keeping this game scoreless for Perrysburg. Now a corner kick for Perrysburg. Oh, a great ball into the box. Good hands from Avers. Nice strong save. Avers will send us very long. And a nice punt. Goes almost all the way back to the keeper. And the Perrysburg center back just had to send it out for a throw. Ball bounces all the way here into the fans. And we don't have another game ball over here, unfortunately, so. And we just need to have a couple game balls spread around the field. Just trying to get a ball from the Perrysburg sideline. We'll eventually get the ball over here now for our throw. Brought down by Tito. And just need to be passed faster, holding on to the ball too long. like I talked about in the first half. A nice ball over the top, looking for Davidson. Davidson wins out, and ooh, kind of takes a deflection, cleared out in the end by Perrysburg. But what I talked about in the first half, pass and move, it has to happen quickly. At this level, you can maybe take 2 touches when you're under pressure. If you sit with the ball, you allow that defense to get set and close off passing lanes. That is not what you want to see. We do have a goal kick coming our way. I think that is Davidson who makes the long trek to get that ball. Alex puts a nice ball into the box. Keeper gets a hand on it. Still loose in the 18. Alejandro has a strike and just a miss hit on the volley. Perrysburg will send it away. Miller brings it down. Heidel trying to turn his man. Still stays with it. Shape shifter of sorts in our midfield. Clapsaddle trying to do the same. Still has possession. Now gets it over to Hogger. Hogger surveying options. Has a lot of time. A big swing to Johnson. Johnson gets there. Does keep the ball in play. Still stays with it. Johnson has options in the box. Has some space. So has a strike, and it takes a deflection off of a Perrysburg player. So it will be a corner? No. Wow. Will be a goal kick. A little surprised by that one. Not much of a conversation from Johnson, so looks like it must have just been a wild miss hit, which does happen with this thick grass, as we've seen quite a few players on both sides have some interesting strikes. Touched down by Tito to Johnson. Now Slay working on it. 14 brings it down. Good touch from number 14 up to 17. Trying to get around Clapsaddle, but good body. And gets the turn. Just tries to send it away, but it'll go off of a Perrysburg player for a throw. Look like we may have a nice sunset happening right across from us. So you get some soccer and a sunset today on the Firelands stream. I planned it. Great throw to a Tito. Looking for Davidson. Davidson sends it into the box, and I think he was probably looking for Alejandro on the back post. Just doesn't come off again for Firelands. But it really has been all one-way traffic to start the second half. Firelands United still lead 1-0. Should have had probably 1 or 2 more in just the second half alone. I think in practice, our coaches may have to do some finishing training. Nice ball. Good flick from number 5, I believe. Still impressed by number 5. 14 tries to send it to number 17 and gets it to him. A nice ball. Clapsaddle, some defending to do. Head to number 38. Ball sent into the box. Not sure if that was a shot or maybe a cross. Rolls out harmlessly for Firelands' goal kick. About 15 minutes in to this second half. Tito with a great win and a flick on to Johnson, who has space to run. Just a big touch, good interception, read well by number 3. Keeps it in play. Trying to build out from the back, and will swing it long, looking Clapsaddle with some good defending, but Perrysburg wins out. And Morales gets a good touch and just sends it out for a throw. Great defending from Yoni Morales. Could have been a one-on-one scenario. Great composure from Yoni. And now a ball sent into the box. Not really anyone there. Miller wins out. And Tito takes it off him. Davidson. Oh, just a big, unfortunate touch off of a Tito's foot. Sent up to 21. Good stuff from Heidel. Way to track back and then get shoved to the ground. Wins the free kick as well. Just a machine in the middle of the pitch for us. So consistent. Plays 90 day in and day out. Excited to see what he does in his sophomore year of college at Hiram. We'll be keeping you updated in the offseason of all of our players as they head back to college and in their college seasons. So make sure you stay tuned on our social media pages so you can follow along on the careers of all of the players that grace the pitch for Firelands United. Looking for number 10, a good ball, and still stays with it, and Hogger is there. Great defending. Still with Perrysburg. Good stuff from number 10. It still stays in. And a curler into the box. Not sure if maybe a shot or a cross. Probably a cross in that scenario. Morales with some defending to do, but taken off him. Now sent in. And a big strike, and then sent away by Hogger. That will just roll out for a Perrysburg throw. Number 5. And yeah, Alejandro runs through number 5, so quite a clear free kick. I think he would be probably sending this into the box. Indeed he does. Looks like a dangerous ball. Headed up by Hogger. Morales now out. Gets to a Tito, still bouncing around. 21 has a swing and a miss. And then just sent away by a Heidel. And then a ball into the box, and it actually skims the top of the crossbar. You'd like to think Avers had it covered. He wasn't super worried about it, but I think it dipped a little bit more maybe than he expected. Seems like he was in position to make the save, though, so not too stressed. Some substitutions being made for both sides. Number 5 coming off the pitch, and man, if I'm Perrysburg, I'm keeping number 5 on the pitch 24/7. Let's get him some fitness and keep him in the game. Avers sends it long. We'll have to see what substitutions were made. We have Alejandro coming off. Alvarado coming on, flicked on by Kubasek. Kubasek makes his way onto the pitch as well. Luis Alvarado hustling down because the ball stops because the grass is so long. Turned by Kubasek. Kubasek trying to swing the ball, but just can't get it out of his feet to do so for the other Alejandro. Kenny now on the pitch. Now, we need our midfield to be getting back and sent through. It's chested down by 21. Good composure. Good touch. That was a tough ball to control. Number 8 thought about a shot, but trying to run through Heidel and still wins out. Has a strike. Good block. Still stays with 8. And number 8 goes down. Tries the flop. Doesn't get the call. Tito settles the ball. Looks like a big swing is on. Looking for Alvarado, but just not the right ball. Can't swing it across the pitch. Alvarado with some good hustle. Number 10, another nice touch. 8, surveying, thinking about going long, and does, but not the right ball again. Good stuff from our captain to Morales. Morales will send it up, looking, and trying to be flicked on by Luis, but good center backing from Perrysburg, and 8 will send it back to restart from their goalkeeper. Goalkeeper sends us long. Good win from Hogger, brings it down, looking for Alejandro. Ball over the top. How we doing, Hogger? And heads it away again. We'll shield that out for a throw. Here's where it goes short. Number 38. Good touchdown. There you go. Mr. Heidel. I like pressing the ball like that. Being on the back of the attacker when he receives the ball. And then stepping closer to the man so he doesn't have too much time to make a decision to put a ball in behind. Intercepted nicely from Hogger. Hogger now driving forward from a center back spot. Sends it over the top. Looking for Alvarado and just too far out of his reach. It will roll into the 18 for the keeper to pick up. And thrown out. That will be a throw in for Firelands. Kelly settles the ball in front of us. Touches down the sideline. Now cutting inside. Now just giving away again. Kind of as we approach that final third. Seems like it's been consistent doing that in the past 5 minutes or so. You see Clapsaddle. Good composure. Rides a challenge. Keeps possession. Wouldn't mind a big swing there. And now it is looking for a Tito who finds himself up top. Flicks the ball on. I think it was just maybe just a bit too high for him. So it will be a throw in that corner. Good thing I put those cones out. My goodness. Perrysburg sends it away. Great win from Morales. We just do not have the midfield to win the second ball, which is very unfortunate. It seems to be another common trend in some of our matches. Not fighting for the first and then definitely not the second. Now Perrysburg will come back at us again. I'll have to say we've been pretty astute in defense. And so yet again, looks like there's a foul called, maybe on Morales. No one's really super sure of what happened there. And it was actually away from the ball? That must have been the case because I didn't see the foul happen for Morales, and it was back a little bit a ways from where the ball was being played. So I guess free kick. 38 surveying. Looks like he's going to whip that in. He has quite a strong angle and sends a curler in, but whew, well wide of any player or the goal. About 20 minutes in to the second half. A nice journey for Avers to go get that ball. Avers goes to Clapsaddle. Nice spell of possession, a little give and go. Alex now sends it over to Atito. Atito into the box. Nice sliding challenge from number 9. And it will stay in play. And still stays in play off of a deflection. Atito now, Kubasek sends it in. It's, oh, Alejandro just lets it roll under his foot. I'm sure he wanted to shoot from there. I wanted him to. Heido has a strike and forces the keeper into a little bit of a diving save, but nothing too worrying. But I like testing the keeper in all scenarios from there. Good hustle from Alejandro. Good shielding of the ball. And great work from Kenny Alejandro. Hustling back, winning the ball, and then winning the free kick. We're still sitting at 1-0. After the 20th minute of our second half. Sent up, looking for a striker, not really finding anyone. We need our midfielders to get back. We're not tracking back. Oh, and a big challenge from our captain. I think it would have been okay if it wasn't for the elbow to kind of extend the arm. Free kick, Perrysburg. In, you'd think, a crossing type of vicinity. Let's see if they can keep it in play this time. Actually go short. 38 has some space. Love to close him down. Ball goes in and goes off of the chest of Avers, and Avers is able to get there and recover. Oof. Avers making me a little nervous today. Trying to give me a heart attack, man. It does recover. Sends it along on a football throw to number 17. And Atito giving it away to 14, but hustling back. You'd love to see it from Atito. Looking forward and trying to send Alvarado through. I wouldn't mind dribbling if you have the space. And a nice ball up to the striker. Miller is there and played through by number 10. Hogger has some defending to do and tries to chip. And a good save. Good work from Mr. Avers. Strong save. And you saw what 10 was trying to do. Just a little more power on that. Might have been over it, but Avers, quite a tall boy, so certainly tough to chip. Maybe sign him up to be a wide receiver. Good catch from Avers. Rebo says good save. Indeed it was. And we seem to have lost a little bit of our momentum that we had toward the start of the second half. It has been mostly all Perrysburg as of late, and a big strike, and that will go very well wide, and Avers another long truck to get the ball. And actually, instead of Avers needing to go all the way to get that one, they send in another ball from the sideline. Looks like some substitutes getting ready on the sideline for both teams. Havers sends us long. Good win from Perrysburg, but that will just go out for a throw. So you think that would be our substitution time. So we have 4 players making their way on for Firelands United. Maybe just 3. 2 for Perrysburg as well. So we have Johnson and Slay coming back on up top, giving Kubasek and Alvarado a break. We have Morales getting a break, well deserved, playing well in that left back / center back role. We have Steinmetz coming on. Now our throw just below us. Decent throw into the box from Kenny Alejandro. And Johnson applying the pressure. Ball will spin out. Good pressure, forces a turnover. Thrown into Heidel. Heidel looking for a big switch, tried it quickly. It does deflect off of a Perrysburg player. Keeper does come out for it. Good stuff from the keeper off his line quickly. And now intercepted by Slay. Good hustle back to do it. Sends it into Atito. Atito, one more to Davidson. Davidson is there, cutting back, has a strike, and a good defensive intervention. That was a good strike from Davidson. Even better defending in that situation. Big throw into the box. Slate is flicked on. It's still in the middle. Tito wins out. Could turn and have a strike. Leaves it for Heidel. Heidel has a low strike. It goes into the box. Slay is right there and puts it in the back of the net, but he is offside. Oh, clearly offside. Yeah. Offside by quite a ways. At least he finished that one. That's a good sign. And tries to play the ball through. It does stay inbounds because this grass is thick. And sorry, turning the camera, almost falling over. And good stuff from Hogger. He knew that he didn't really have a ton of defensive support, so we'll just send it out for Perrysburg throw. That's the defending you like to see taken from far on the track, but 38 was open. Perrysburg having the majority of the possession in this half. Still 1-0 ball game. Alejandro takes the interception, but still with Perrysburg. Alejandro, good defending again. I'm moving the camera. Don't you worry. I'm not getting distracted. Oh, and Davidson almost snuffs out the pass. Sent into the box. No one is there except Clapsaddle, who will send up to Atito. Atito sends a ball across. Just needed to be curled a bit. Looking for Johnson, who was running at pace. Clapsaddle, good defending. Atito now winning out. Can we do something with it? Atito holds up play. Clapsaddle driving on his own. Now sends it to Davidson. Oh, and just good tackle from Perrysburg. Number 8 telling him to go. Tries to send the ball up, but just a floater. Won by Miller. And now Heidel rides the challenge and wins the ball. Hogger will send it away. And flicked backward, and keeper needs to come out for it. It does, just sends it away. We have some substitutes. Atito getting a break. Jonah Main coming in. We are ready. Throw in from Alejandro. Gets it to Slay. Can't be offside on a throw in. Johnson. Space has a strike. Early shot. Now Main. Falls to Main. Takes a deflection and a big save from the keeper. Now cut in by Slay. Slay to Johnson. Johnson gets bodied off the ball. 38. Good defending. Calm, cool, and collected in his own box. Like to see it from a coaching perspective. Instead of just booting it away, keeping possession for Perrysburg. Now just sent down and away. Avers will come for this one and sends that ways away. Not too bad, actually. A throw in right around halfway, you think. Score still 1-0, about 30 minutes into the second half. So about 15 minutes left in this match. Maine wins it out. Johnson can run into the space. He does have some fancy footwork. Elects to go back to Maine. Maine with a good touch. Cuts around. Still space for Maine. Can he do it himself? Stays with it, but then gets dispossessed and now sent away. Good defending from Perrysburg. Steinmetz tries to get there, and it just goes out for a Firelands throw. Thrown up to Maine, flicked back by Perrysburg. Should stay in play. Oh, he tried a little outside the boot. Almost had Maine, but rolls out for a throw. I wouldn't mind Mr. Steinmetz coming up for this. He has a launcher of a throw. Oh, thrown into Slay by Alejandro. Oh, and trying to find Johnson. Johnson just can't receive the pass and touched in and stays in by Perrysburg. Now back in the middle. There is some chance for Perrysburg with numbers, but sent over the top. Wouldn't mind that just rolling through. And Steinmetz tries to get there, doesn't get there, and a nice sliding challenge from Connor Hager. Absolutely lovely sliding tackle. Had to be coming in last minute to win that ball. He is checking on the Perrysburg player. Hopefully he is okay. Great stuff from Hager. Beautiful challenge. So it will be a corner kick for Perrysburg. Just past that pillar. You can kind of tipping you there. You'll see him. Substitution is being made, so that's what the holdup is about. Score still 1-0. You think he'd send it into the box? That's what I'd be doing. Well, sent in, but ooh, just widened. No, actually came maybe off the training ground. Looking for a player on the far corner of the 18. Has a strike on the volley. That's a tough skill to do, and Avers has another long journey. (1-0) still our score, thanks to Reggie Johnson in the first half. Should be more for Firelands. Had a lot of opportunities, but overall possession, I think, has to go in favor of Perrysburg. Avers sending it up, and no one challenging for the first ball, but Heidel ends up trying to force something. At least gets a touch on it, but Perrysburg still have it. Now driving forward, 21, looking dangerous. And a good challenge from our captain. Should be a corner kick. Lovely tackle from Grant Miller. Another corner for Perrysburg. This time from the opposite corner. And here is the corner. Sent in, tried to be flicked on. It will be touched out for, looks like another corner, so at least decent defending. Substitute coming in for Perrysburg. I think number 21 coming out. We saw him gesture for a substitution. Tired after making that run. I think that is 10 coming back on. Back in the box, and Avers is there. Sticky hands. Good save from him. Out of the air, just rips it down like an apple from a tree. Avers can boot it. Does so. It will bounce over and find Alvarado. Alvarado tries to flick it on to Davidson. Davidson will get there, wins out into space. Someone's in the box, right in front of goal, tapped home. Absolutely wonderful sequence there. Luis Alvarado scores his first goal for the club. And new signing, Alex Davidson, in his second match, gets his first assist. Great play from Davidson. Hustle, beautiful ball right across the goal, put on a platter for Luis. And that is a striker's goal. Right place, right time, great run. That puts us up 2-0. We have maybe about 10 minutes, maybe less than that. Good stuff from Firelands. Again, kind of against the run of play. More possession being had by FC Perrysburg. And Perrysburg get us underway with our new scoreline of 2-0. And intercepted. Oh, but good stuff from number 8. 5 turning. Maine applying some pressure. Steinmetz trying to get there. And a good poke away by Kenny Alejandro. We do need to get set quick. 10 looking. Sitting to 38. 38. Just curling, spinning. I'd love someone to apply a little pressure to that. And ball over the top to number 10 in a dangerous space. Hogger is there and then wins out. Good defending from Connor Hogger. And composure to find the pass. Alejandro sending it up to Alvarado, trying to bring it down, using his body, poked away by number 7. And then just sent up by 14, but Alejandro is there. Davidson flicks it back. Intercepted by number 7. Number 9 will just send it out for a Firelands throw. Miller sending it up, finds Alvarado. Oh, and just a misplaced first touch. Rolls through the 38, sends up to 5. Into the box, and Steinmetz gets in there, and then away by Steinmetz. Good stuff. Perrysburg gets the loose ball. Alejandro again, good defensive intervention. Throw in Perrysburg. .38 has so much space. Someone step to him. My goodness. 38 space yet again. Number 8 sends a dangerous ball into the box. Avers is there. Good, strong goalkeeping from Avers. Some of the fans yelling PK. I love the banter. I'm here for it. I would love to see more teams, more fans doing that. Now, Johnson finds himself with it. Over to Davidson. Now sent into Johnson. Decent ball. Had to be sent out for a Firelands throw. Substitution being made. Jalen Shepard asks, what's the score so far? 2-0 is our score in favor of Firelands United. We have Gabrielson coming on at the left back spot. Clapsaddle sends it back to the thrower, Davidson. Davidson working the sideline. Sends it in. Looks like it was going to be a shot. Good block. Heidel gets there. Sends it back. Gabrielson. First touch. Back to Heidel. And a big swing. He was looking for Davidson. A little bit off balance. You saw that. Davidson does keep it in play. Perrysburg do take the ball. We need our midfielders to get back. And they do a good job of that this time. Sent in and then out for a throw. Good defending by Connor Hogger. Good throw into space. Who's marking that man? Sent out. Just unfortunate for Perrysburg. Firelands throw. Kenny Alejandro. Oh, a nice throw. Get over him. Just had to be headed out. Decent throw. Looking for Alvarado on running. Alejandro will have a second bite of the cherry, so they say across the pond. Heidel, our 90-minute maestro, and then just sent up and wide by Gabrielson. Trying to check on the referee to see how much added time he's going to be putting on. Not a whole lot of time left in this one. Just a handful of minutes. Sent up. Good touch by number 10. Good hold-up play, and that rolls out. Should be a Firelands throw. Taken quickly. Johnson will go back. Alejandro with the body. And number 10 pulling on number 21, our Alejandro. So a yellow card to number 10 and a yellow card to Alejandro. So the situation here, what would have happened? Alejandro shielded the ball well, won the free kick. However, he gets a yellow because he shoved after the play. You got to keep your head. That is just the stupidest yellow card you can get in the match of soccer. And yellow cards matter during our regular season. You accumulate 4 yellow cards, you're suspended for a game. As a coach, that is one of the most frustrating things, seeing someone lose their head and get just a ridiculous yellow card. Hogger sends it into the box. Alvarado was there. Oh, tries the touch. Tough skill to do. Almost able to get it on goal. Nice ball. Good run from Alvarado. Goal kick. Substitute coming in. We have Gerber coming on the pitch. We have Alejandro coming off after receiving the yellow. Oh, and keeper makes a mistake. And oh, man. The substitute was still happening, so the referee didn't blow the whistle. Lucky for the keeper. He gets a second attempt at that one. Almost a mistake from each keeper today. Luckily getting bailed out by the referee in that one. Now just sent away by Perrysburg's center back. Jonah Main wins out. I'd like to see winning that first ball. Good passing from Perrysburg. Little quick pass and move. That's what I wish we would be able to do. Touchdown from number 8. Now sent down the sideline. Hogger has a little bit of work to do. And 21 touches around. Thinking about a shot. 2 now. And there is a free kick awarded right outside of the box. Just unnecessary. The ball was already being passed through. I'm going to lose it. We're just doing stupid fouls in the final minutes of this game. Just unnecessary. Coach, put me in. Get me off the stream. Now, certainly in shooting range, if I was on the pitch, I'd be fighting to have a swing at this one. Number 8. Looks like he's going to take it with the left. I believe he is a lefty. Certainly within range. Will he be able to put it on frame? Maybe lay it off. We'll have to see. Takes a strike. Great curling effort. Wonderful save by Avers and then touched over. Good stuff with the save. You'd love to see our defenders there to touch it away. Luckily, Perrysburg just shoots it over the goal. Greville says, get in there, son. You hear our captain saying, let's keep the clean sheet. I would love another clean sheet to add to the record books. It's getting a little nervy here, though, boys. 2-0 is still the score. Approaching the final. We have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go is what the referee said. Flicked on. And a Perrysburg player is down. And they will send it out. Alvarado check it on him. Referee explaining something to number 38. Let's see what the referee just plays a drop ball. And we will restart from right where we stopped. Number 38 tries to play the ball over. Hogger is there. We'll just send it out with his head for a throw. Excuse me. Need a sip of water here. Need some refreshments. 38, nice big throw into the box. Flicked on. Still finds a Perrysburg player. Too much time. Number 8 now has a settle and a shot, and that will go high. Maybe a little wide over the goal. Not a whole lot of time left, and a good chunk of it will be used by Avers needing to run and get that ball. Almost taking down the tripod again. We're good. 2-0 is still the score as we are in the final minute of this one. Firelands United lead. Overall a good performance, but could have definitely been better with more finishing, a little bit more possession. good things to work on in practice, won by a Perrysburg player, and that is the final action of this one. Firelands United win another match. It's now 2 wins in a row, starting to build something, and that sends us potentially to the top of the table. We'll have to see what the result is between Valentis and AC Elite, who are playing concurrently. Grebo says, GG boys, absolutely good performance from the lads. 2-0 is the final. It's Andrew Schwalik signing off. I will see you shortly in another stream and, of course, in the vlog. So make sure you're checking us out on social media, subscribing on YouTube. I will see you there. And as always, up the lands.